Alright, recording has started, so let's see how well this goes. I did everything here. Now then. Yeah. Really? Really not responding again already? Okay. I think I'm still out speaking the... I think I'm just gonna accept all fuel loss and go full power. I dare not go transform the ship. Okay. Yeah. The scent of the sea, salt, and frost and cellar, black spices. Parliament's reached. There is brimstone on the wind. Hold on, let me change the audio settings. Mount Palmerston, which I believe is where I'm heading anyway with that quest. Oh yeah. Fun. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna green. There's a port report in it for me though. Okay, did I? Ooh. Nth. Or however that was supposed to be pronounced. Nth. They call it the City of Flowers, but the flowers are crystals, spiral matrices grown on the walls of Anthian caves. The inhabitants of Anth are at least partly crystal too. They call it growing sharp, becoming more perfect and clearer and colder. Wander where you can, gain a preliminary understanding of the place. Those who go sharp. The inhabitants of Anth go sharp. Not all at once, but piece by piece. They turn to crystal. They sort themselves by sharpness too. The sharp-handed cluster with others of their kind, ignoring the keen-footed and the brittle-waisted. To progress through Anth is to take on more and more of these attributes, to enter the deeper chambers, restricted by sharp style. Choose which chamber you would most like to discover. The Anthians speak of a woman named Rosana, whatever, dying of a curious disease, and sequestered among the sharp spleen. I'm just gonna get the port report. Rumors and extrapolations. Access to the nth is restricted by type of sharpness. Those who are sharp in the ears do not necessarily mingle with the sharp tongue. As for the inhabitants who are sharp throughout their full bodies, they don't circulate much. There is said to be a cavern, broad and shallow floored, where the perfectly sharp grow old together. They aren't capable of anyone else's company anymore. At least that's what you're told, and you can hardly go and ask. At any rate, they are more like growing crystals than like people, slowly expanding and bonding with the rock. Okay, that's interesting. Buy supplies. Oh, I have only one supply, huh? Let me go up to 7 and fill my hold with fuel. Okay. Okay, this is greedy, but... Excellent. Yeah, I'm really just asking for those engines to explode. Okay. Well, there it is. This is not going to give me any crew members, but oh well, cannot be helped. Go up to the crater. They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but the road to Brimstone Convention is paved with cinders. Up the road, do they admit visitors to the Brimstone Convention? Probably not, but you'll never know. They might sell tickets. Above the bay, look down and see Port Palmerston like a toy and the ruins like gravel. You've come far, but the volcano's cone still rears above you. Rest a little before you go the last half mile. The road to the crater ends at a brass gate in the crater wall. Besides it stands an oddly charming little cottage. It's thrown together from pumice and basalt, but it features honeysuckle. An equally charming Douglas in a tea gown leans against the cottage wall, twirling a parasol and fanning herself. I am the guardian of this place, she remarks languidly. You may not pass, but can I offer you a cup of Amarilla tea? Amarilla? That's not one of the poisonous ones, is it? You're pretty sure it's not. Sorry. Let me, there. Hopefully that's a better place. I'm definitely gonna have to remember to rewatch this recording to find out, since I have no viewers at the moment to tell me if they even dare to speak. Whatever. Terror in a tea gown. No doubt she'd be much less pleasant if you tried to break down the gate. But just now, she is a courteous, soft-voiced woman in a tea gown. The tea is hot and nutty and rather pleasant. She asks about your voyages. She's desperate for news of London, of its mist, its nights, its sick, its poor, its fires. She tactfully turns aside questions about the convention, but she shares some of the secrets of beneath. Come and see me again, she says. Next time you're here, she shrugs gracefully. Bring me a present if you like. Okay. Sullen lights grow green at the jetty's edge. Hold on, let me just adjust my mic. Okay, hopefully that's a better spot. Sullen lights grow green at the jetty's edge. Behind the port buildings, the island is knee-deep in ash. There are ruins here and there of houses destroyed by fire. Far above, the mountain top flickers red, just for an instant. Okay, just need to readjust my headset and such. Take note of a veiled woman. A middle-aged woman in a veiled hat is staring at you, waiting for you to notice and listen to her. An Empress Sister's Tale. She begins commandingly as though you had met her at a salon in London, as though there were no burning mountain at her back, as though you were socially just a little her inferior. Thank goodness. Someone who might help me, she says. I have been searching everywhere. My brother is troubled, you see. Troubled by some past difficulties. I came to Mount Palmerston because I thought possibly they had his soul. She drops her voice to a whisper on the last word. But it isn't here. And now there's something else I might try. And you have a submarine. The woman is no longer exactly youthful, but she speaks passionately from under her veil. Perhaps she has studied heroines on the stage. I need help to be reconciled with my dear brother. Listen to what she wants. She's very urgent to speak with you. She has a brother who is dear to her, a sensitive soul, very reserved. He used to work for the Admiralty. Something happened to distress him there. When I asked him about it, he said that I had enough to worry about with my own concerns. My husband was ill at the time, but I could help him if he would only permit me to know his troubles. For she puts a hand on her heart, bearing one another's burdens is what makes us truly good. She tells you that you'll need to go to Agel, the city of regrets, find her brother's regret, and return it to her. She will pay gladly. Engage an officer, the merciless Modicite. Ah yes, you will do nicely. I need a ship, dear heart, and I rather flatter myself that you need me. Boy, I wish I didn't sell all that parabola linen, huh? Chat to the port folk about the Brimstone Convention. There was a revolution in hell, and the aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile. A shrug and a curse. They don't do us any harm. They stay up there and we stay down here. If hell's fighting itself, that's good for us all, isn't it? Deliver your smuggled souls. A hooded figure with a lantern awaits you at the far end of the quarry. A hurried exchange. You give the hooded shape a sign of recognition. It hisses the reply you expected. You hand over the crate and receive a GD marked with the thief sign. Okay. Yeah, okay. But I guess I need to do something real quick. Okay. This is, what I shall live with, I guess. As of right now. Anyway. I'm not surprised no islands are in range. Not really sure if, this it would be, calming, though considering what these guys have gone through, I am not surprised. Wait, what the hell is that? On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. Oh, really? I got that? Tears, your cheeks are wet. You think for a moment that it's sweat, but then sorrow hits you like like a falling stalactite. You are weeping, you double over, inconsolable. Control yourself, stifle your sobs. What is this? Why this sorrow? But yeah, certainly in the fun one. Of course, I got in this situation because I tried to Mario 1-2 it. Anyway, the audio sounds fine. Anyway, okay, good. Using like a different mic than normal, so it's actually the older mic I have. Okay. The ebb died. You dig your nails into the palms of your hands, pacing the ship. The sorrow retreats like mist to the borders of your thought. You must master yourself, but the taste of salt remains. Yeah, well, the audio was overpowering my voice, and I'm already a quiet guy, so yeah. Look at where is it? Okay. Good, good. So I'm probably gonna do this. We enter Stormbone's Saint Eligius sends his fires to dance in the air on deck. Very far away we see the great light of the Raggedy Crow. I'm real tempted. Not yet. Wanted to like 100% this game first before moving on, even though I hear it's much better. Of course, that's when I am a bit of a cheaty devil. Because I was not enjoying the early game. Alongside with the very, very questionable engine balance and how it functions. But I was like looking up a bunch of stuff, so wrong button. Yeah. Oh, Southwest, huh. Yeah, I know, I was only like 25 hours in, but it's funny because I was streaming this, it was the previous... Yeah, this game definitely can just frustrate you. The worst part about it was my second run streaming. Not like the second run ever, just since when I was streaming, I started a new legacy. I was on the second captain of that legacy. Got enough money after just kind of getting ridiculously lucky, I feel. And just being able to like keep myself above water long enough to just get enough. Bought like the 1,000 Veils engine, left port, and it's like, oh right, engines are a downgrade in this game. It's like instant salt and just instant. It was basically like rowing out to sea and just like 5 holes. Yeah, it burns so fast with upgraded engines. Yeah, it's like as soon as I saw how fast my engine was, like, oh right, this is why I kind of just stopped playing for a year. That's basically like why. Originally, I was only going to like like do the whole cheat save file edit and just give myself tons of money after like 20 or so runs, but it's like, yeah, no, I'm just doing it now. I'm gonna still stick to it. Like if I'm still here after like 20 more runs, after like cheating all that money in, then I'll probably do the whole Chadwick Z-Man max out stats, 100 in every stat kind of cheating. Because like even now, yeah, look at all this money. It's like accidentally went too far north when I was trying to like scrape by. It's like this. And that's not even counting like when I almost died because I got overconfident. Just there's so much stuff. Yeah. This game will literally take no mercy. Horrors below. Sailors at the rail call softly. Something swims beneath the ship. I saw it looking up at us. One says, his voice a tremble. Bring out the nets. Well then, let's catch it. What is it? It comes dripping from the sea, sleek as a seal, but its eyes are faceted. One sailor covers his ears. I swear he says afterwards. I heard it scream like a woman. Yeah, there's also like, even though I cheated all that money, I'm kind of still doing like, I feel like I should do some like honor things, like not just spam the terror reducing stuff with all this money and only use it like once. Thank you for the follow. Which reminds me, was it her? Yeah, it's her. I think one of the other officers also wanted. Yeah, that guy, too. Not you. Not you. Definitely not you. Though I can increase my iron there. Let's see. You want coffee beans? You want to die? We did that. We actually did do that one in that last run. Which... Oh. Oh, I'm just remembering how salty that second run did. It's on my YouTube channel, but literally, I was doing the limp back to port thing on that run with the upgrade engine. Got right there and ran out of fuel. So I did the whole, yeah. Wasn't there a dock around here? Oh, there it is. Are you kidding me? I'm mainly with the whole Sunless guys. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to like it because the fuel and supplies are definitely better with them even having a difficulty option for it to make it even less. The fact that it's like full on real time combat now is kind of deal for me. Yeah. Seems to heard it's been better than the combat in this game at least. Home, warmly lit windows, company, peace. Thoughts of home come at the strangest of time. No? Oh, right. I'll do this first. Two vast wing shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It is deep, gant, the color that remains when all other colors have been eaten. Ice crusts over the crack between its valves. Approach and your breath freezes, falls thickening in shards from the air. It would be utterly foolish to touch the thing. It merciless winds blows from everywhere to everywhere. It passes without effort through your bridge coat, your flesh, your lungs. The dock lies empty. Hmm. 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 Gather intelligence, such as there is to gather, out here where nothing moves. Nothing moves. The stillness is itself of interest to the Admiralty. It is not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It is not inconceivable that it might open from the other side. And what then? Your journey here may attract the attention of a certain crimson patron. Return your port report to the Admiralty in London to unlock a new story. I just had to check the shop just to be sure. Your father's bones, a stone inhabited horizon. Traitors, murderers, counterfeiters of echoes, and worse, all have inscribed their names here on the pyre of the dock. No, to memorialize their remorse and plead the Empress's mercy. Where is your father's name? What was his crime? Find the name. The bishop assured you that your father's name is inscribed on the confessional list on a dock pier here. His name and his crime, and somehow thereby the location of his bones. Half a name. Your father's first name, Alice. He's the only Alice here, but the rest of the names have been smashed away with one clean blow of a chisel. The rest is only pale, scarred rock. From far across the freezing sea, the bishop's words return to you. The Fathom King has been given authority over all things lost at sea. If you need more assistance, ask him. What did he know? What secret strategies operate here? You need to find the Fathom King hold somewhere in the south of the sea to learn more. Okay. Need to fact in the sea. Definitely one of the reasons why I like this game. Story's interesting and definitely like the good art style. Shame that the whole sailing aspect is kind of half the game, yet kind of the worst half. Oh, what was that marked? Chapel Lights? I think, yeah, I should be heading south here. But, yeah, I know that the nothingness does breed tension. Actually, yeah, but sometimes it's just nothingness. Yeah, but I feel in this game, the whole sailing from one port to the other should basically be like the whole calm action where you know something's gone wrong, but like either like the build up, the whole anticipation to like get to the next port and like see the next terror that awaits, or like the relax that you got away from the terror in that port kind of deal. But like, I suppose it's the fact that terror is like your crew and your personal terror for you instead of like it being separate, like the crew having a terror meter and you having a terror meter. But Time to read. Chapel, Chapel of Lights. Do you hear music? Chapel lights. Furtive faithful gather in the shadows beneath the many, many candles. A bell tolls in the chapel tower. Cracked iron, laughter, beware, the aisle is full of voices. I want to read so hard. Gather intelligence. What occurs here between the darkness and the light? A smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you note the name of a ship or two. I don't think that's I don't think that's one supply worth of food. Yeah, definitely not. I will, however, eat. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a stretch, especially with my terror so high too. Which actually, that's something another thought I had. I kind of wish the whole supplies instead of just being generic were more like not variety so much as I wish it was a bit more blatant, like Wednesday worth of supplies or something like that. And there'd be like a time meter since this is a thing, so. And then you'd be able to like say like half supplies or like double supply rations. That way, and have that interact with the terror meter, like double rations will like slowly lower terror. Half rations would like slowly increase terror up to like 10 or something. Or like double rations would like slowly reduce it to like 50 maybe. Or whatever. Along with the whole, double and half. Being able to balance that. Eat of the chapel's bounty. A smiling priest unlocks the door of the stone storehouse for you. Here, he says, eat, but take nothing away with you. Rich and red. They have shark steaks plucked from the sea, thin slices of cavern tuna, translucent and delicate as paper, little crimson cakes flavored with crimson and coated with poppy seeds, tomatoes impossibly ripe and sweet so far from the surface. Gorge yourself, leave with the juices dripping from your chin. Oh, that's another thing that I just remembered about that last run ending. I got here, stopped here because I was literally at like 80 hunger. It's like, so it's either the crew was gonna rebel or die because of starving to death. And then I basically immediately after sped for London, did not make it. But I really appreciate that like half ration stuff. If that was a mechanic. Just because of like how absolutely nonsense that led up to. Because I went to I didn't go there, but I did run out of fuel. So I prayed to Salt. Got sent to the Kingsway. Still needed help, so prayed again. Got sent to Irene. Then did that trip all the way down there to die. It's like, that's definitely one of the things I kind of love and hate about this game. It's like, I this ties into the whole engines are a trap in this game, but like, please don't waste my time. If you're gonna kill me, just kill me now. Don't don't make me live with like 30 minutes of hope. 30 minutes to an hour of hope. Okay, bring out the nets. Failed, oh well. Like, it's great, it's just... Oh, the legacy stuff in this game, I looked it up and was like, how am I ever supposed to figure this out? Like, the Scion, that one's pretty obvious, but I feel like they all those like legacy item quests should have started in like London, so you can like actually track them down easy, and like start the whole rogue legacy. You might die in this run, but your next run is better. In fact, I kind of would have loved if like every unique ending, good or bad, had like a +5 to a stat you can choose. So like even if I did run out of fuel and like was lost at sea, that would have been a +5 to my next run. But legacies in the next game are like very, very better than such lineages from my view. Though apparently the first zone is kind of boring compared to the rest. Yeah, immediately I didn't immediately die when I got towed into London. I just got stuck in that little ship. Yeah, that little ship. Which immediately, since I did read on the wiki how you're supposed to get the legacy items that increase your stats, one of them is absolutely are you kidding me? The whole don't don't choose what is it? Not aspiration or whatever, or whatever the father's bone thing is called, and then do all the Sphinx stone runs first while you're still an unknown. You with the factor, explore amongst set volunteers. One of the company's balloon fellers has negotiated an early release from her contract. It's the Sprathling, she tells you, her face bleeding. I keep picking them out of me porridge, and me hair, and me eyes. Take me away, I'm a good worker. Signing up, you pay the release fee to the factor, and your new sailor settles in. Ready to sail now? Okay. Oh. Okay. I thought I could hire 2 more, but that was the something wait you at port thing. Okay. Compile port report. The Admiralty likes to keep an eye on Iron Misery's activities. The business of spores. Of course, INM's activities here don't seem interesting. Nevertheless, record what you can. Fair. Yeah, I can make it to London. In fact, I can make it to Burdenlight. But I don't think I need... Oh, no, it's the hold. Oh! Right. Last stream basically ended... It got extended an hour because I found this island. God, this game is amazing sometimes like that. Okay, yeah. I went with the guinea pigs this run. I feel like I went... The first time I discovered that island is like I went with the rodents, but I went with the guinea pigs this time. That... Where is it? Oh, right there. No reason to go there, I've already got that port report. I'm tempted to turn around and kill that guy, but no, I won't. Now that I remember it, do I have, I do have recent news. Oh, hello, crap. You're in for a bad day. Dissect it. Dissect it for knowledge. A crab full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and acids. It's undistinguishably an adolescent specimen of Microlops of one of the deep-sea crab species, but its eyes, normally bestial in these troglodyte-like beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. Sorry, I'm thinking of like another pet peeve that I have that I mentioned in previous videos and such. The map system in this game. Like I don't understand how it qualifies filling in spots and such. Oh, come on, no. Okay, good. Don't want to deal with bats. Or any of the bird enemies. Don't you... little shits. Okay. Think I'm, Journal, Gods of the Sea, Stone's Attention, sort. So, Lucy, Stone, Phoebes, Cynthia, Salt. I also kind of hate how this game wants you to, like, metagame like that kind of occasionally. When you restart runs and such, but whatever. It's kind of like, it kind of feels against the horror of the game mostly, but not terribly so, I guess. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue, her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder. An axe and that blood on scented water. Another chop, Cynthia asks you. You barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. I'm gonna kill those bats now. Yeah, just claim mana and empty mirror catch box for that guy. News. Even when the sisters aren't feeling sociable, they can be tempted out of their lair by the smell of news stories. Not can wait. You ask the sulfuride maid to carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with the message that their headaches are cured, and you're invited to lunch. Okay, time to talk to Phoebe. This is Storm's attention. Here's a story. Phoebe has a story to tell of two lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages, of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attentions drift out through the skylight of the dining room, to the false stars glittering in the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The undersea shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wooden chips between the islands. Vast spin things pulse in the depths. There's a scent like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe, quietly. Everything's changed. Somewhere in there, you finished the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver biscuits. Okay. Good. There. Swear. Dispose of... Right, I skipped right through that last time, but oh well. This is more important to me now. Dispose of the corpses. Their mere touch leaves you shuddering. Okay, do terror. Over the side, their eyes are still fierce in death. Sailors sweep them overboard with brooms, careful not to touch them. Oh. I was wondering why I ignored that feature. That's, think I still have that port report. Low Banette. Yeah, low Banette. Now there's also that thing about how, like, 2-speed might be, more fuel consuming. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Sure, Dad. It's the only safe thing to do. She's already killed one man. A better end. Your sailor's weapons roar, and down she goes. You recite a hasty funeral for the poor soul and her wretched victim. But who will be next? Okay. Wow. Absolutely amazing. This game, man, this game. Why did I get the feeling if I went with that other option I would be dead right now? If I lost that run? Or not lost that run, but the skill check. Okay. An inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the customer service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are here to look for those. Nothing to hide. You shrug and invite them to search your ship as thoroughly as they would like. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks and take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. They find nothing more dangerous than moldy ship biscuits. A breath of relief. As soon as the gangplank touches the quarry side, the terrors of the deep Z-light and walk taller, smile more readily, but what dreams may cling. Coming home. The lights of London welcome you home. Collect messages from the harbour master. All the clatter and song in the dockside. It soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? Line bruiser tends to business on the dock. Something has changed underneath. Someone wants to sign on. Excellent. All the clatter and... yeah. the dark speckled admiral. Okay. Submit vital intelligence. What's that? Tell me quickly. Enthusiastic nods. I'm glad you brought this to me. I have a colleague of sorts, a diplomat, so-called. I'll tell you because I trust you. This diplomat will pay better, but I will put the information to better use. He leans forwards. There are powers in this world I cannot speak of. There are affairs of the Navy I am not proud of. Bring me more information like this, and we can set matters right. Okay, port report time. Okay, which one's... Seen that one. The Brimstone Convention. They trouble me, Captain. That's all? Okay. 21 hold. Burden blight. Yeah. Whether. I refuse to ask any questions. I don't want to give them the satisfaction. Chapel lights. There's something about the undersea that breeds heresy and dissent. I rather think we might need to send the Bishop of Southwark out for a good bit of Christian shouting. Abbott Horizon. I hope you intend to tell me that everything is quiet there. Ah, Mr. Sachs, wonderful. Is it as beautiful as they say? I doubt it. Poets are notorious liars, but liars make bad poets. A paradox, isn't it? Never mind. Your report? Demox Island. You've been to Demox Gate? Lo Barrett. Ah yes, the congregation that worships stories. What did they tell you? Anthe. Are you half stone now, by any chance? Ask if there's anything in particular they need. This port, speak to our agent there, and return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Khan's heart. Oh boy. Ask the Admiral what he thinks of the voracious diplomat, the diplomat, a half-legendary, all-infamous figure whose connection to the Admiralty is obscure. A frank scowl, an unprincipled scoundrel, the Admiral snaps. If you have intelligence, bring it to me. Don't go off the books. Okay. Throws market, hire more crew. A new recruit, who awaits your attention? Gage the Sailor. Okay. Yes. What desperate desire has led this one to sign on? Who cares? They're very keen. Consequently, they're cheap. London, yeah. Hire more crew. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Straightforward challenge. Purchase ship and dry dock. Corrals and Wolfstack docks. Wolfstack docks. There is no danger here. Try to enjoy yourself. You might run into trouble, or romance. A good night out. Sea shanties, good companionship, and the warmth of a pub fire. One recent news, huh? I haven't even gone to my lodgings. Okay, perhaps not. Interest desire, yeah. Romantic visit. 21 bolts of spider silk. Okay, the alarming scholar. Distant shores, these stories, strange catch now, elemental relic. Alright, I have more than 25 now. What to do? Iron, kill things faster, veils, hide better, foot mirrors, see. Hearts okay, gambit, pages by 2, technically important, but not that important. I'll go with... Alright, this makes firing solutions faster. I do got 3, so yeah. The unflinching eye. You've seen such sights. The golden needle pricks. Lily Calanthea hums. At the end of the process, the tattoo's gaze is so expressive you almost expect it to blink. You're almost hesitant to look your own arm in the eye. A visit from it. Okay, well, let's talk to this guy first. Souls delivered. What a proper and encouraging occasion this is, to meet again here in this place, which has been so very fortunate for both of us. Allow me to shake you warmly by the hand, since you have demonstrated your unswavering commitment to fair dealing and honest coverage. Very good. My patron will toast you. Accept payment. I'm gonna do this just because I want to see what goes on further. Oh. Oops. Get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of that, but... Unfortunate, but oh well. And encouragingly, here's your compensation and a little fuel, and a few barrels of biscuits, what a certain other captain has widely surrendered for the common good. I will take the good word to my patron, and if I am a man of my word, we'll see each other again, unless a whale eats you, of course. In which case, I hope you will not think poorly of me for wishing that we will not. Once more we find ourselves here on the quarry side, what is, I suppose you might say, the lip of the well of opportunities. Let us both drink deeply from this well, by which I mean my patron has a task for you once. Take a payment across the ocean and bring back a little passage. Sure. Agree, of course, if you return to London without the little package. I will probably have something sharp to say about it. Here's the money, don't lose it. Now bring the package back here, and it's my hearty recommendation that you avoid the gently attention of the excise. On account of if you return without the package, it is of no interest to my patron whether you have lost it or had it taken from you. Good luck. Good luck. Okay. A visit from Mistress Sachs. Midnight at present dominates your lodgings. Its perchin robe is the red of blood on snow. Over your chair hangs a familiar brown sack, bulging with offerings. Londoners give generously to the crimson beast of winter. Anything to be rid of it. The figure stares in the fireplace, smelling of soft musk and harsh ammonia. I require a sturdy vessel and a captain. Yours comes recommended. You will suffice. Mr. Sachs takes my service, an ancient contract, words not to be spoken lightly. A deal is struck. The beast withdraws its hand from the fireplace, examining it. Packed larcy, 'neath snow, it disappears back into the ingrained robes. 3 deliveries by your release. Do not tarry, you have much to lose. Alright. Let's talk to this guy. Pick up an agent. Admiralty favors, 20, okay. Describe recent moves in the Great Dane, provide vital intelligence. Ask about the diplomats. Okay, the diplomat layers near Mansion Spire in a second-floor office above a gymnasium for pugilistic ladies and gentlemen. The conversation is punctured by distant shouts and blows. The diplomat smiles fondly at the sounds. Pick up an agent. I have a friend, the diplomat says casually, who would be grateful for passage somewhere else. The Canite, for instance, or Port Caroline. A name and address. Both are probably temporary, but they're all you need. Okay, I can only do one at a time. Ask about the diplomat's role. What kind of diplomacy is involved? A category you're in. The kind of diplomacy that doesn't get written down. I'm attached to the Admiralty, not the Foreign Office. London is not what she was, but she still has interests abroad. I look after them as best I can. I do hope you're patriotic enough to not ask for too many details. Ask about the dark, spectral animal. Do they work closely together? A carefully neutral expression. Well now, the Admiral is a man of principle. Very straightforward, very traditional in his views. I think it's rather courageous of him to expect the Navy to operate without outside assistance, and he has excellent taste in both chamber music and wine. I hope that makes my feelings clear. Perhaps not. Okay, okay. I think I'm gonna talk to her, yeah. Invite her to dine with you. That's a lovely idea. How about a fish dinner? I do have quite particular taste in fish. A knowing smile. I've heard about you. You like to invite your officers to dinner, learn their secrets. Well, you don't need to dig far to find my secret. I wanted to talk to you about it, actually. I've never met my mother. I know my father. I'm a countess on his side, actually. I'd like to find her. She's somewhere out at sea, if only. Really, you helped me? That's too kind if you assist. Here it so happens that I made a list earlier tonight. Okay. Okay. Only when I visited. I'm real tempted. Real tempted to do that. But alas, let's not. For now. The first delivery. The creature calls for you. It's time to begin. A hunger that can never be sated. Mr. Sachs is waiting, clutching what looks like a leg of lamb. The meat is rotten, the bone is well chewed. A full sudden name that devoured him. A lifetime's wealth wasted on cravings that can never be satiated. When all was eaten, he stripped the meat from his fingers in search of solace. Still they hungered, gnawed, and screamed in his belly. He thought this pitiful offering of poison might free him. Debts are not so easily paid. Deliver this to Khan's Heart or Pigmoat Island. Did that take a... did not. Okay. Right, I need spider silk for that one thing, but... Still no auxiliary slots, but... oh. Okay. That is, give fuel. Yeah, you don't say. You don't say at all. Okay. This is, certainly, Pigment Island's technically the closest, but, yeah. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. Well, I did see Khan's Heart up here, so, enjoy. I really should have stopped there and grabbed the, port reports, but whatever, I'll grab them on the way back, I guess. Okay, excellent, excellent. Let's disperse. Thank you for the Z story. Oh, Abbey Rock. Are you seriously telling me there is no, no, it's on the other thing there. Yeah, okay. Sure. Well, that's a shame I went there instead of just straight down. Oh well. A crimson beast of winter towers above you on the snow-drowned street. Its sack opens wide to receive your offering. I will take all you can give. I will take everything you have. I will take more. Oh dear. Mr. Sachs, take my best regards. An old Londoners trick. It can work once. A loss averted. Mr. Sachs is silent for a moment. May you experience all the generosity that you deserve. It atones stepping into the darkness and taking the light and all memory of light with it. You wake up in cold sweat, fumbling to light the lantern beside your bed. Just a nightmare, but one that leaves behind a sixth sense of something barely averted. Okay. Time to go fast. Whew, okay. Should've... was already thinking, it's like, I probably shouldn't save this for later. But, yeah. Should've saved this for later. Hold on, let me, do Heart's Iron. Iron Veils. Okay. I care not for your flippantry. The re-assignment has worried the crew. Trains officers in port to avoid this. Okay, that's, am I seriously getting outrun? Go away. Oh. Eel. Really? But I stunned it. And now we're out of the fog. Okay, let's get that quest done. Oh shit. Mr. Sachs, take my wealth. You cannot take it with you, it will buy time. An offering is made. 50 echoes, wonderful. The sack knows only hunger. You give it your fortunes, you give it your lodgings, you give it your ship, you give it the clothes off your back, you stand naked, homeless, and penniless on the streets of London, and still Mr. Sack demands more. You wake in another cold sweat, clutching at sheets, hearing the reassuring hum of the vessel that remains yours. For now, just a dream and nothing more. Oh. Oh dear. Dead? Me? It's an ugly thing, even uglier dead than alive, friendlier though. Rescue a new John. The eel's guts twitch. Is something alive in there? Slice it open. A bandaged and wrapped bellow clambers out of the slit. Well, they were bandages before they were steeped for weeks in the eternal juices of an eel. Now the effect is more like a kind of roll mop with green. Does wonders for my complexion, he remarks questioningly. I suppose it's time to go. Could you drop me off at Burden Blight? Okay. Something is underwater some distance to the south. East. Polythrium is somewhere distance northeast. Oh, that's where I get the Clayman. Excellent, excellent. Pardon me. Really? How does that make sense? Oh, that's where the underwater is sectionated. Salt stepples, this is the domain of the new Kanite. Oh, here it is. I feel that's fair enough since I just feel like I took like 20 damage for no reason. Okay, where's the delivery? Comes Heart or Pigmount. Could have stopped at Pigmount Island, but I need to find this place anyway, so Copper Corner. Far off, very far off someone's screams. Honestly, I would kind of be more worried if this wasn't Khan's place. Khan's Glory. Okay, that's right here. Service of Mr. Sachs. The first delivery. Creature calls for you. It's time to begin. A hunger that can never be satiated. Mr. Sachs is waiting, clutching what looks like a leg of lamb. Okay, am I not here? Hold, use. No, I've gone too far, haven't I? Wow, Frostbound is really close. Quickly. Bandaging the wounded. Okay. I'm just gonna use these. Alright, that's 10 echoes per point repaired, so pretty sure it's better value than this one. Okay, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here that says instead I should use this. Perhaps exit. Khan's Glory. Here are the palaces of the Khan and his court, each a fortress to itself, sleek lords and ladies in belted robes, breakfast on balconies, and the unlikely antelope peeks at you from a park. Guns rotate easily on motorized gimbals. Take a meeting concerning a matter of no importance. A servant of the Timine is missing. His loss is a danger. There's a place one doesn't speak of. Officially a former servant of Timon, who did not engage in the gathering of strategic information, did not disappear to the undersea port of Anth, which officially does not exist. At length you hear what this servant did not look like, and strictly prohibitions against pursuing him. Officially no one in Khan's Glory would have any interest or be at all inclined to reward you with money and connections. If you were to go to him, they would not care for a report of his situation, or any information you may be unable to bring home. Okay, perhaps not then. Khan's Heart then, okay. Need to go down here instead. correspond shadows to the bottom right here too, so be able to do that after this. Definitely gonna want to fill up on fuel though, and probably supplies. So where's first delivery? God's Heart. Time and Tea House, delivery from Mr. Sachs, that's the one. Wonder's God's Heart. Purchase fuel at an outrageous price. Pay a storyteller, find your contact. Tough challenge, gather a report report, chancy challenge, establish a spy. Seek intelligence. Okay, first and foremost, delivery for Mr. Sachs. The copper quarter pulses as the feast rages on. Its people gorge themselves too quickly to taste the food on their lips. Their cheeks bulge and some stomachs swell, but still they eat. And the white and golds wade into silence the growing mob before it can escalate further or set its sights on the royal food stores. Oh, 10 drowning pools now, huh? The second delivery. A prize, but that became a curse. Mr. Sachs produces a jeweled bird. The thief thought it would bring her riches. Perhaps it would. But when the gracious widow and the cherry man both covet what she stole, mere money ceases to be of concern. To offend one or make an enemy of the other. She sought a third way, a moment of inspiration that came too late. We want no part in this feud. Settle it. Take this to smugglers of the Isle of Cats to favor the widow, or the cheery man's agent on Mutton Island. The Congregans dislike merchants, and they dislike foreigners. Foreign merchants introduce a paroxysmus of antipathy. Perhaps sufficient bribes will buy your way into the Nephrite quarters. Not here, Surfacer. Surfacer, the Congregans have been generations underground, and to them, all Londoners are surfacers. It seems you need to go to Khan's Glory, the nearby palaces of the nobility, to seek a license. No shops available, okay. Suspicion no more than 2. Suspicious no more than 2. Outrageous fuel. 40%. Okay. Establish a spying concert. If you're caught, it'll mean trouble. If you're successful, you can tap your network later for intelligence. The dark spectral animal and the cautious diplomat, among others, will be interested. Okay, where's the Veils? Veils plus 3 versus, yeah. Okay, story, Khan's Heart. 44%, 61%, 66%. Okay, the white and golds are watchful. Your agent does not return. Have they spent your funds and run? Are they chained upside down somewhere in the time and stronghold? Unfortunate. 2 minutes. Find your contact. The Conrad are wary Imperial spies. Go very carefully. You have half the directions you need. The others should be at a dead drop on the docks. Hurry on by. You find the address, but the street outside is thronged with white and gold uniforms. Loader on the corner. They are 2 hard-faced men in no uniform, but their own authority are directing operations. Their white uniformed henchmen manhandle an unconscious body into a waiting boat. your contact. Back to your ship quickly. Okay. You increase sales, right? Yeah. 150, excellent. I have 10. Should have used this before, but hold on, what's my... Oh, that's my 39, 40. I'll leave it at 2. Now then, what is this? 60%, 75% chance. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be ending the Sunless Sea right here for the night. I forget where Munder Island or the Isle of Cats is. That was a terrible thing to do. Oh, there's Munder Island. Wow. Okay, is Isle of Cats in this section or like this section? Because if it's in this section, I'm just gonna head south. That sounds much, much better. But let me just save the game here and do the shill shit for this recording. Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube. Follow my Twitter, follow my Twitch, and night all.